Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sedona International Film Festival. I'm your host, Carol Kahn. We are coming to you live from Yavapai College, the Sedona campus, and would like to thank our sponsors, Northern Arizona Healthcare. And joining me now are two filmmakers with the film Lune, Aviva and Arturo. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, it's so great to see you. Is this your first time in Sedona?
It's my first time.
It's my second time. 3 years ago, I was here with another film called Drawer Boy, and it was great. I got to get here, and it was an amazing experience.
And this year, did you get to see the snow? Well, you know what
We just
snow
got
looks
here
like.
yesterday. So,
Yeah. We're familiar with snow.
Familiar with it. They're from Toronto. Well, awesome. Well, tell us a little bit about your film.
Okay, the film is called Loon, and it's the story of Miriam, who I play, and she is a South African Jew living in Toronto in 1994. She's raising her 17-year-old daughter, and the upcoming election of Nelson Mandela triggers a manic episode in Miriam, who happens to have bipolar disorder. And Eliza, her daughter, comes home with a new boyfriend who is a black man, and that escalates Eliza's mania, and she becomes very political, very anti-apartheid, and the movie basically follows her manic episode.
Awesome. And what is your role in the film, Arturo?
I co-directed the movie with Aviva and co-produced it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And where did the idea come from?
My life. My father was the character that I based Miriam on, and I changed the gender so that I could play him.
How easy, how difficult was that for you to do that?
More difficult than easy for a variety of reasons, but also an amazing opportunity and experience to be able to tell that story that I feel like is mostly my father's story. He was very, very intelligent human and very political and had a lot of great things to say, and often those arguments would be trumped by his mania, so he didn't really get to fulfill a lot of his politics and a lot of his ambitions, and so it felt like an honoring of him and his ideologies.
Awesome. Now we do have a trailer of the film to take a look at,
Yeah.
so let's take a minute to
Great.
do that.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah. I hear you saying you can't help me, but I'm not hearing you say who can. Right? No, it's simple. It's quite simple. See, here on my identity card, here in red print, it says
White person.
white person, right. Do I look white to you?
Kinda.
Kinda. Exactly. But I'm not. I'm a Jew. I'm Jewish. And being a Jew means I am a colored. And when I go to South Africa to vote, I am voting as a colored. I want you to reclassify this from white to colored, or I want you to get me the person to speak to who can do it for me now. Yeah?
Wait, yeah, please.
Thank you.
Looking back at it, since you've been acting, in it,
Yeah.
I know sometimes people feel uncomfortable watching themselves. How do you actually feel?
Uncomfortable.
Yeah.
No, it's terrible to watch yourself on screen. I'm sure you do it as well.
Yeah.
But for me, I judge myself as an actor. I judge myself physically. I look at that and I'm like, whoa, really baggy under the eyes. And then I also judge myself as a writer, and I judge us as directors. There's a whole bunch of critics inside my head that are alive.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you become a little loon, right?
Yeah. A bit loony, yeah.
And Arturo, how is it in directing other people? How do you feel about that role?
I feel great. I mean, specifically in this movie, 10 years ago, we started a documentary about Viva's dad, Dr. Bro. That was his stage name. So we got to shoot and follow him around for 2 weeks. So we accumulated maybe 50 hours of footage of him. So every time Aviva would act as Miriam, I would remember Dr. Bro being Dr. Bro. So it was kind of like a comparing of Aviva to him. The very little direction that I got to give her when she was in front of the camera was basing her with Dr. Bro on the footage that we had him in the documentary. So that helped. It was like having a tool to help the direction.
And what was the purpose of, so I'm unfamiliar with your father and Dr. Bro, but the documentary and the purpose of that, what's all that about?
My dad really liked attention, and it was a way for me to be close to him, because when he was having a manic episode, it was quite challenging for me as a daughter to be near him. So putting a lens between us really helped me stay close to him. And it's also a fascinating journey. Like he was a fascinating man.
Yeah.
So, and it was fairly new in my relationship with Arturo, who was a documentary filmmaker. And so I said, we need to document this. And my dad was really all for it. So it was just a way of being artful and inclusive and productive, I guess. Mm-hmm. Does that answer your question?
Yeah. Yeah, no, because I wasn't sure if your dad was famous or...
No.
Okay, so...
No. Not yet.
No. You could be it.
Yeah.
And so how did the two of you meet?
We met at a bar.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah.
It's one of those classic stories.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not going to ask anymore. I think I'm done here. So your film, it's been screened. Is it going to be screened again?
Yeah, this is sort of the end of our festival tour. So now we're assessing out our distribution options and seeing where it goes to live.
Okay, and then what about here in Sedona?
Sedona, it screens tonight, Saturday night, at 7 o'clock.
And do you remember what theater?
Harkins?
Harkins,
Yes.
yes.
Awesome. And how can people find out about your film?
We have a website. We have an Instagram, Loon the Film. We are accessible people, easy to find.
In a bar?
Yeah.
In the bar.
We're in all the bars.
Facebook, or you name it.
I know where to find you around Sedona. Well, thank you both for being with us. It's
You're
such
welcome.
a pleasure having you. I wish you much success on your film.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, absolutely. And we will be back with more from the Sedona International Film Festival after this.